All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's just a jungle out there. Wireless earbuds. I mean, seriously, it feels like every other day there's a new game changer on the block, right? They all promise you the world. Perfect sound, this magical noise cancellation, a battery that'll outlast you. But really, how do you cut through all that noise to find what's actually good without, emptying your wallet?
That's the big question, isn't it? We all want that amazing, immersive sound that just makes your music come alive. You want to get lost in a podcast, you know? But let's be real. Most of us aren't looking to drop 3 or 400 bucks. That sweet spot, that under $200 range, that's where the real fight is. And man, is it a noisy and confusing place to be.
And that right there, that's the whole problem. It's this paradox of choice. You're staring at this endless wall of options online, trying to figure out what all these specs even mean. Like, what's LDAC? Do I really need an IP55 rating? Is an 8.8 noise cancellation score that much better than a 7.5? It's just a lot. And the biggest fear for all of us, right, is spending good money on something that turns out to be a total dud. So to fix that, the experts behind this explainer did all the heavy lifting for us. And I'm not just talking about reading a couple of reviews. No, we're talking about hands-on, real-world testing of more than 290, 290 different pairs of earbuds. That's thousands of hours of commuting, working out, taking calls, just listening, all to figure out which ones are actually the real deal. So what we've done is take all that crazy research and boil it all down to a simple countdown. The absolute best earbuds you can get for under 200 bucks. We're going to break down who each pair is for, what they're great at, and, just as important, what the trade-offs are. And you are definitely going to want to stick around for our number one pick, because it is a total game changer at this price. Oh, and hey, don't worry about writing anything down. I'll have links for everything in the description. All right, let's get into it. Okay, we're counting them down from number 5 all the way to the number 1 champ. And we're starting with a pair of earbuds that are built for a very specific and very active kind of person. Kicking things off at number 5, we have a real specialist. Yeah, this one's for all you out there who need your music to be your fuel. We're talking workouts, long runs, anytime you're pushing yourself and your gear just can't quit on you. Say hello to the Skullcandy Push Active. I mean, these things were literally built from the ground up to be your best friend at the gym. They're not trying to do it all, nope. They are laser focused on one thing, staying put in your ears and surviving your absolute toughest, sweatiest workouts, period. Now, check out the pros and cons here, because this is all about a specific trade-off. The big win? That super secure ear hook design. Come on, we've all had that heart-stopping moment when an earbud goes flying mid-run. That's just not going to happen with these. They've also got an IP55 rating, which basically means they'll shrug off dust and sweat no problem. And over 9 hours of battery? That's awesome. The big con, though, is no active noise cancellation. But think about it. If you're a runner on a city street, you need to hear what's around you. So for a lot of people, that's not a flaw. It's actually a feature. All right, moving on to number 4. Now this is for the true bargain hunters. I'm talking about the people who want to squeeze every last bit of performance out of every single dollar. And that brings us to the CMF Buds 2 Plus. And let me tell you, these have been making some serious waves. Why? Because they pack in features you'd normally see on buds that cost twice, maybe even 3 times as much. So if getting the most bang for your buck is your number one goal, but you're not willing to put up with bad sound, then you need to pay close attention to these. And just look at the value here. For about 69 bucks, you get a really polished app and, get this, a ridiculous 12.8 hours of battery life on a single charge. I mean, just let that sink in. That's a whole workday, your commute, and a workout without even thinking about the case. So what's the catch? Well, it's the mic. It really struggles in noisy places. So if you're trying to take a big work call from a loud coffee shop, yeah, you're going to sound like you're a million miles away. All right, coming in hot at number 3, we've got a pair that feels like it was tailor-made for the modern professional. You know, for the daily commuter, the person working from home some days, anyone who's living that life of back-to-back Zoom calls in a noisy office. These are the OnePlus Buds 3. And really, these are all about finding that perfect balance between your work life and, well, the rest of your life. They're designed to help you lock in and focus, and to make sure you sound crystal clear on calls, no matter how crazy things are around you. So here's the key thing. These directly fix the one big problem with our last pick. Remember how the CMF Buds were bad for calls? Well, the OnePlus Buds 3 are fantastic for calls. The mics make you sound loud and clear. The noise cancellation is also really good at blocking out that annoying office chatter.
And oh, the multi-device pairing is an absolute lifesaver. You can be on a call on your laptop, your phone rings, and you can switch over instantly. Just like that. The trade-off? The battery life is a bit shorter, under 7 hours. So you'll probably have to pop them in the case for a quick juice-up during lunch. And here we are, the runner-up, the number 2 spot. This is for the person who's right in that sweet spot in the middle. The person who really, really cares about an amazing, fun listening experience and is willing to spend just a little bit more to get it. Introducing the Nothing Ear Wireless. Now they're about more than just a spec sheet. They're about the whole experience. They absolutely nailed the important stuff: style, comfort you can wear all day, and most important of all, just fantastic sound. Seriously, they sound like they should cost way, way more. What really makes these guys stand out is the sound. Experts keep saying the same thing. It's powerful, it's punchy, the bass really hits. It's just plain fun to listen to. They're also super comfortable, which is a huge deal for long days. Plus, the app lets you tweak the EQ to get the sound exactly how you like it. So what's the catch? Well, the noise cancellation is just fine. It's okay. It'll quiet down the office hum, but it's not going to completely silence a noisy plane or anything. And now, it's time. The moment you've been waiting for. We've seen earbuds for the gym, for a tight budget, for the office, and for pure sound. But what if you want all of it? What if you want the best mix of premium features, great performance, and a price that just can't be beat? So what is it? What's the absolute best all-around value you can get for under $200? This is it. Our number 1 pick for the best overall value is the Anker Soundcore Space A40. This thing is the definition of a flagship killer. I mean, Anker somehow managed to cram an insane amount of high-end tech into a pair of earbuds that, and this is a crazy part, costs under $100. Let me break down exactly why these are number 1. First off, the noise cancellation. It's not just good, it's fantastic. We're talking an expert score of 8.8 out of 10. That's the kind of quiet you usually have to pay $250 for. They also support LDAC, which is a fancy way of saying you get high-res audio over Bluetooth. It's like the difference between watching a 4K movie and an old DVD. And you get over 8 hours of battery with the noise canceling on. So what's the one big compromise? You guessed it, it's the microphone. The call quality is just not good. So if your job is taking calls all day, these are not for you. But if what you want is to silence the world and just enjoy amazing sound, these are, hands down, the champ. Okay, so there you have it, our top 5. But the biggest question is still on the table, right? Which one is actually the right one for you? Because look, the best earbuds aren't about the specs on a piece of paper. They're about what fits into your actual life, day in and day out. This little chart here should make it a whole lot clearer. Let's just walk through it. Okay, if your number 1 priority is just peace and quiet, you've got a loud commute, a noisy office, you look at that top row. Boom. The Anker Soundcore A40 is the 5-star winner for silence. No contest. But if you're on the phone all day, clarity is king. So you follow that second row, and suddenly the OnePlus Buds 3 are your 4-star champ. And if you're an athlete who just needs battery for days, look at that stamina row. See? It's all about figuring out what you care about the most. So really, the main takeaway here is this. There is no single best pair for everybody. The best earbud for you is the one that just melts into your daily life. The one that's just there for your morning commute, your workout, that podcast you listen to before bed. Just think about what your day really looks like, and that'll point you to the right pair. And one last time, all the links for these are down in the description. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. We all want everything, right? But at this price point, you always have to make a trade-off. So when you look at these awesome options, what's the one feature that you absolutely positively cannot live without? Is it that amazing silence from top-tier noise canceling? Is it the crystal clear calls? Or is it just knowing your battery will never ever die on you? Something to think about. Hey, thanks for watching.